So we're day 2 on our trip to Quebec City. We're almost at the border of Quebec itself, the province. And we've got about 3.5 hour drive before we hit our destination. Yesterday, the drive was really smooth. We did it just, in around 4 hours, I guess, maybe 4.5. Going a little bit slightly over the speed limit, if you know what I mean. But in Canada, it's like the speed limit's 100 kilometers an hour. I don't know what that's in miles offhand, but it's not that fast. Everybody speeds on the highway. They can't help it. Even police officers will speed on the highway. Actually, a comfortable speed limit is 120, and that's really what the speed limit should be, is 120 kilometers an hour. But if you get caught going that fast, you get a nice little fine of, I think it's about $93. And then if you go faster, you get a higher fine. So, anyways, that's enough on speed. Yesterday, while I was driving, how I kept myself carved up was by eating, what did I eat, kids?
McDonald's.
Yeah, get out of here. Bad girl. I would never eat. I would go to the bathroom at McDonald's, but I wouldn't eat there. What did I eat, Russell?
Fruit.
What kind of fruit?
Apples, bananas, oranges.
No, I didn't have any oranges. You guys ate the oranges.
I ate oranges.
I just had the apples and bananas because the orange would have been too hard to peel while I was driving. And then for dinner, we stopped at Boston Pizza, and I had the penne pasta with tomato sauce. Now, mind you, the tomato sauce had olive oil in it, so probably a little bit higher on the fat count than what I would like it to be. I like to keep my fat count at about 10% of my total caloric intake. And this is one thing I want to bring up. So let's talk a little bit about 80-10-10 and Doug Graham. I did the video on water fasting with Doug Graham and about the whole story about Leah and her horrific experience. I don't want to just completely discredit Doug Graham in that video, because I'll tell you something. His formulation of 80-10-10, where you're eating, 80% of your calories are coming from 10%. Sorry, let me back up here. Okay. 80% of your calories are coming from carbohydrates, 10% from protein, and 10% from fat. Now, it's not an absolute rule, but it's a really good guideline for adults. Not so much for children. I think they need more fat in their diet. But again, this is not an absolute, and I don't think Doug Graham is even suggesting that. He was just able to bring about this guideline that worked really well for vegans. And, he's promoting 100% raw doing this. So what he's promoting is predominantly getting most of your calories from fruits, but also eating a lot of leafy green vegetables like romaine lettuce, and with some nuts and seeds. And the combination works really well. If you're able to get a good quality produce. So you can do variations of this 80-10-10 though, using cooked food as well, like raw tofu, or low-fat vegan. For myself, I'm mostly raw. So what does that mean? This is kind of more like I take a random approach to eating 100% raw, whereas I can go days just eating nothing but raw. And then, in fact, I can go months eating nothing but raw, and then have a cooked meal for whatever reason. And for me, that works well. But for a lot of people, that wouldn't be suitable. They need a routine. So, if you can do the 100% raw, 80-10-10 style, then go for it. It's great. If you can do the raw tofu and that routine works well for you, do it. It's great. For me, raw tofu I can do it for maybe a week, but even a week is too long. I like to go back into the 100% raw for for a number of days. I think for me, it's more to do with age. At age 54, I'm going to be 55 in a couple of months, a few months, and the mostly raw approach works the best for me. Why don't I do 100% raw all the time, 80-10-10 style? It's because I honestly still like eating cooked food, and I like to eat a variety of vegetables other than romaine lettuce that I find need to be steamed or cooked at low heat to digest well, like spinach, like kale, like roots such as beets and sweet potatoes. So find your own way on this lifestyle. Think intelligently about it. Take the good things from individuals like Doug Graham. I mean, Doug Graham is just a man, but he came up with a brilliant concept, and it works really well. So I don't want to, just because some situation happened with one of his water fast retreats, I don't want to, we shouldn't just say, well, Doug Graham is a total fraud. He's not. He's got great ideas. So use the good stuff that he's got. Use the good stuff that other people have and incorporate it into your life so that you can live healthy and vibrant.
Daddy?
Yes?
Did you know you talk with your hand even though we can't see your hand?
I know. I should be holding onto the steering wheel while I'm driving. It's terrible. Okay. I think I've said enough. Have a great day, and see you in Quebec City.
Do you want to end it?
Yeah.
Okay.